Hello and welcome to the complete new player's guide for Star Citizen. Today's topic is gonna be how to make your first spacebucks and the most effective tactics to get you started. We are also gonna talk about ship rentals and if they are worth it. We're gonna rent a ship and a land vehicle and we're gonna make money with them. In this series, we're gonna touch upon a few subjects that maybe the advanced players don't know about. So even if you're not new to the game, you could still learn a thing or two, so stay tuned. If you're thinking about buying Star Citizen right now, you can use my referral code and it's gonna be down in the info section of the video. If you use it, you can get a slight boost with your starting money, and you should consider subscribing because I'm posting pretty much daily. And since I'm a music producer and a composer and whatnot, I'm gonna be posting a lot of original music and original content inspired by Star Citizen. All that said, my name is Grumpy Eye, and let's start with the tutorial video. So I hope you watched my first two videos, because if you did, now you know the core mechanics of the game. If you did not, I implore you to watch them, because in those videos you will learn some basic and some advanced stuff that you need to survive in the universe. Now that said, I want you to go into the contract manager and accept the mission Call to Arms. It's in the mercenary tab. After you accept it, you need to untrack it. It's on the lower right corner of the screen. And after that, you're gonna accept the first tracker certification in the Bounty Hunter tab. I have done all of those, so I cannot really show you that, but you're gonna get the VLRT, or the Very Low Risk Threat mission, and in that way you're gonna get a marker on your screen. When you turn around, you can target the location where the target is located at. After that, you're gonna jump to the target. Sometimes it takes one jump, maybe two jumps, maybe you need to use the orbital markers. But the main thing you need to do right here is go to the bounty and end his miserable life. Once you get there, you will need to travel for like 30 or 35 kilometers. It depends, and try not to go at the full speed because you're probably gonna crash into an asteroid or something like that, so just take it slow. And when you get there, you're probably gonna wait a bit more because the bounties are not spawning for some reason, because the servers are like hosted on a fucking potato or something like that. I mean, it's a pretty big universe in the game and the other players are probably doing some other stuff, so it just takes some time, so just don't panic. It's gonna happen at some point. It could take you fucking 5 minutes sometimes just to get the fucking bounty spawning. But yeah, I'm gonna skip it now because this guy didn't spawn for like 4 minutes or something like that.
2,000 years later.
Alright, so once the bounty spawns, you need to think about one thing. Do you want to use your weapons gimbaled or not? And if you have gimbals on your ship, you can toggle the gimbal mode by pressing G on your keyboard. I suggest you use what works the best for you, but since it's your first kill, well, maybe you should go with the straight-up gimbals. I don't know. It's up to you. Now, as we've learned from the last episode, you can actually harden the shield by clicking on the shield face on the MFD. And you can also boost the front shield by pressing numpad 8. Just note that this is not gonna be available in the next patch, so it's just available right now in 3.13. The next thing you should know is that you shouldn't really like put the pedal to the metal. You should approach the enemy like slightly above the SCM speeds. You can watch my first two tutorials or the PvP tutorial that I did on my channel, just to check out and figure out how to set up your controls and how to actually fight other players and other enemies like pirates and NPCs in the universe. Once you kill this guy, you're gonna go after the second one and the other one and the next one and the next one. And you're gonna do that until you have like 50,000 AUAC in your bank account. Now, you can go for the other missions like deliveries and stuff like that, but yeah, they really don't work right now, and I'm not sure if they're gonna get fixed in like 3.14. So I suggest you just skip them and just leave them to the other players. Like, delivery missions are fun the first 2 times, and the 3rd time is fucking tiring. So yeah, you should do this a few times until you get like 50k into your bank account. You can also go for the higher risk threats. It's gonna just take one certification to go for them, but yeah, like, go for the guys you can actually take out. So if some mission is too hard for you, it's probably not you, it's just your ship. It could be you, but it's probably just your ship. So yeah, I mean, don't freak out, you're gonna get a better ship in like no time. So when you get to 50k, you're gonna set your destination to crew L1, because you're about to rent a better ship, and a really good ship in my opinion, and you're gonna make a lot of money in no time. Now, since we're in a long-ass jump to the other side of the Stanton system, we can talk about renting ships. When I started playing this game, I was really skeptical about the ship rentals, but actually you can make a lot of money with them, and you will make up for the lost money that you like invested into the ship by like doing a few missions. So if you want to make the money the same way that you did, you can go for the bounty missions, but those can get really boring after a while, and you will be exhausted after doing a bunch of them. So let's switch it up a bit. Just as a side note, once you rent a ship, you cannot change its components, and it'll be like completely stock, so don't even try to buy new components for it. And to be honest, you don't really need new components, because the stock loadout is pretty good. So yeah, don't even bother. You don't really need any new components, so yeah. Since we're still in a jump, I'm just gonna fast forward the video. I'll see you in a bit.
The next day.
Alright, when you get there, you gotta jump once more to the actual station. And yeah, when you get to the station, you gotta call the ATC, and you're gonna land on the station. Sometimes the quantum travel just bugs out and doesn't want to jump, so you just gotta either spool again or just realign the marker to the reticle, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, once you get to the Crew L1 station, you will call the ATC by pressing F11 and clicking on it. Oh, yeah, you just watched the videos, I guess. And you're gonna land on one of the pads that are assigned to you. If you have a friend that's gonna meet you on the pad, you can see the number above the entrance to the elevator. Because, yeah, this game is really big on elevators and signs. So yeah, you're gonna go to the lobby, and you're gonna wait for a while because there's nothing to do in the fucking elevator. And for some reason, the developer thought that it will be really fun and cool to wait inside the elevator forever, because the pads are like 3 kilometers away from the station. And after you, yeah, there you go. And after you leave this elevator, you're gonna go, you guessed it, into the second elevator. The second elevator is gonna be located on the left side here. You do not want to go to the hubs because that's just a elevator ride wasted. And I'm gonna spare your soul from like misery, and I'm gonna skip this because it's like 5 more kilometers away from your ship. So you're gonna go to the refinery. See you in a bit.
8 hours later.
Once you exit the elevator, you're gonna take a left or the right. I mean, it depends on the elevator that you took, but yeah, you gotta go through here, you gotta go downstairs and all the way to the refinery station. When you get there, you do not want to go upstairs, that's for another video. You're gonna stay downstairs, and you're gonna go like to the right from this door into the service center, and you're gonna go through the door into mining support center. You will probably get confused because there's a lot of shit here. You don't even want to know what it is right now, and you're gonna go to this terminal. Once you get here, you're gonna go into the undersuit section and you're gonna buy yourself a Pembroke armor. The reason behind this is because you're gonna go into some like extreme temperatures and you will die without it. After that, you're gonna buy the Pembroke helmet under the armor list. Just note that you gotta click buy and you gotta click confirm to buy the things you want to get. After that, you're gonna equip the helmet and the armor that you bought, and you're gonna look awesome like a proper fucking spaceman. Then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna go to this terminal here, and you're gonna rent the Drake Cutlass Black and the Grey Cat Rock. You can rent those for 1 or more days, but I suggest renting them for 1 day just to see if it works for you. After that, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna go into the same fucking elevator you came in. And you might ask me, well, Grumpy, why do you hate the fucking elevators so much? Well, I play the game for a lot now, and I mined a lot, and there's a refinery here, and every time you need to go here and refine shit, you gotta take 4 fucking elevator rides. So that's why. Anyway, I'm gonna skip the elevator ride. 7 days later. 7 more days later. When you exit the elevator, you're gonna take a right after this corner here. Yeah, I'm getting really old, so yeah, that's why I'm talking like that. Anyway, you're gonna go back to the terminal area and you're gonna retrieve your Cutlass Black, the newly rented Cutlass Black. Don't you get scared by my ship list. I've been playing for a while. You're probably gonna have just like 1 or 2 ships. And you're gonna retrieve your Drake Cutlass Black. When you see the timer down on the left corner, don't get scared. It doesn't really go out like the instant when the timer runs out. So you can just chill and do your stuff with your rental. After you retrieved one of your ships, you're gonna go, well, you guessed it, into an elevator. 2 eternities later. Once you have got out of the elevator, you will go to your newly rented ship. But the rental period has probably passed by now. But anyway, you're gonna enter the ship and you're gonna be amazed by it because it's a really good ship. And you're gonna love it because I love it and you need to love the same things I love. So fuck you. Anyway, you can open and close the doors here on the inside, and there's another set of doors on the left and the right side of the ship. There's also these like little seats. Fuck those, you don't need those, just keep them closed because they're gonna get in the way. And you can also open these side doors by clicking on these pads on the sides. And you probably want to use these doors when you're exiting in a location that is filled with players. Because, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna try and steal your ship. By the way, this is the turret. If you had a friend, which you probably don't, since you're watching my video, you're probably lonely, as I am. But if you're lucky and you have a friend, fuck you, but yeah, he can use a turret. Anyway, once you get inside of the Cutty Black, you're gonna set your destination to Daymar on Crusader. It's a moon of Crusader, it's really hot there, and you're gonna be mining for Hedonite. By the way, you can change your flight modes between VTOL and the normal mode by pressing K on your keyboard. Now, once you get to Daymar, you're gonna search for ArcCorp mining area. It should be on the bottom of the planet or the bottom of your screen, whatever. And now should be the time to explain to you the difference with the planetary markers. So the markers that are closer to you on your side of the planet are gonna be full. The other dotted out markers are gonna be on the other side of the planet. The other mining spots you should probably check out are the moons of Hurston, and those will be Aberdeen and Ariel. But to be honest, there's a lot of pirates there because there's a lot of miners there, so I would suggest just like sticking to Daymar right now, but yeah, you should check them out. if you're going to Hurston or the moons around Hurston, you can retrieve your rock at one of the HDMS sites, because HDMS stands for Hurston Dynamics Mining Site. When you jump to the ArcCorp mining area on Daymar, I want you to engage the quantum drive again, just so you can see the marker, so you know how far you are from it, so you don't go full speed and slam into the fucking ground over there. Once you get to the ArcCorp mining area on Daymar, you're gonna land on one of the pads, and you're gonna search for the vehicle retrieval station. I think it's called Platinum Bay for some reason, but that's probably gonna change. It should be distinctive. It's the blue building, and it has like two small pads right next to it. But if you exit your ship and this happens, well, don't get scared. It just means that nobody has gone here since the server has started, and the server is running really fucking slow. And yeah, by the way, exit through the side doors so the players cannot jump in and take your ship. So I'm just gonna wait for a while, and I'm gonna skip until the whole fucking area loads in.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Fucking spawn already! One serverhop later. Once it fucking spawns, or if the server crashes, once you get here, go to the fucking Platinum Bay. It's this building with the blue outlines. And you're gonna go inside and you're gonna retrieve your rock, your Grey Cat rock that you just rented. Once you get inside the rock, you gotta go back to the pad and load it up inside the Cutlass Black, or Cuddy Black for short. Just make sure you leave enough room inside so you can actually get out and like move around the ship, and go back to the cockpit and take off so you can search for Eternities now. So 17 fucking minutes into the video that is sped up, you're actually gonna make some money. Welcome to Star Citizen, I guess. Anyway, you can engage your scanner by pressing tab, and you can ping by right-clicking or holding the right click. Now, this thing is gonna change a bit in 3.14, but it's pretty much gonna be, well, the same. You gotta ping and you gotta search for smaller rocks. So there are two types of rocks. There are the big ones, and they have a big signature, and there are the smaller ones, and they have a smaller signature. And you can actually only see them and scan them and ping them if you're close to them. The big rocks you cannot mine with the Grey Cat rock. You can only mine them with a ship, like a prospector or a mole. So you are searching for smaller rocks, and there are three types of them. There is Hedonite, there is Dolomite, and there is Aphorite. Aphorite is completely fucking worthless, and just skip it if you see it. Dolomite is, well, you can get it if you want to, but yeah, just skip it also and just go straight for Hedonite. Once you get to a cluster of rocks, you can scan them by holding left click and pointing at the rocks. Just bear in mind, when you find a cluster of rocks, the first rock that you're gonna scan, if it's Hedonite, the whole deposit is gonna be Hedonite. When you land, try to land on a flat surface. Go into the third-person view just so you can see if you're landing on a flat surface. And on the left-hand side, you can find the Open Exterior button so you can check out if the ramp is actually touching the ground. Once you get your Grey Cat rock out of the Cuddy Black, you will need to press M on your keyboard to engage the mining mode, and you can start mining by left-clicking on the rock. Also, you will need to toggle your power level by pushing your mouse wheel up. Also, you will need to target the optimal charge area, or the green area on the right side, so the rock will break and you can collect the ores. If you go into the red zone, the rock will overcharge and it will explode, and it could actually kill you. I'm going to demonstrate this by pure fucking accident, just because the server desynced a lot and the rock went into overcharge mode and pretty much exploded on me. This can happen, it can happen a lot, and there is not much that you can do about this. It just fucking happens. And don't be miserable. I mean, you can be and you can cry about it, but don't be, because you're gonna earn a lot of money by doing this. Just for good measure, you can park a bit away from the rock, so if it explodes, it doesn't actually kill you, like it didn't kill me in this clip. And proceed to mine the other rocks in your cluster. And once you mined those rocks, you can press right click to go into collect mode and then collect the little gems on the floor by left clicking on them. If the gems don't collect immediately, don't get scared, it's just server lag, just give it some time. And yeah, proceed to collect all the gems from the floor. And after that, load up your rover back into your ship. And do this a few more times. My suggestion is not to fill up the rock completely, because if the server crashes or if you get attacked by pirates, you're gonna lose all of it. So when you're half full, you should go back to the ArcCorp mining area so you can sell the stuff you just mined. You do this by going to the storage building and selling it on the terminal inside. If you have been mining on Ariel or Aberdeen on Hurston, it's the same thing, it's gonna say storage, and you gotta go inside and you gotta find the terminal. When you get to the terminal, in the drop-down menu, you're gonna select your Grey Cat rock, and you're gonna select Hedanite and sell it. For the video purposes, I have mined 2 rocks and I've sold that for 20k. If you load up your Grey Cat rock entirely, it's gonna sell for 220,000 AUAC, so that's a pretty good profit. And yeah, this has been the video. I'm fucking tired now, cause it took me a lot to make this. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Grumpy Eye, and I would really appreciate it if you helped me to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can actually monetize the channel and monetize the music on it. Other than that, my name is Grumpy Eye, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling to space. Da 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 da. Subscribe!